Do we have a mic now? Yeah, we're in stereo. Jesus. Okay, let's start from the beginning. I just set up a match on SGT looking for game, and me and the guy were ready to go. We were going to play handicap match play for 20 bucks, and I couldn't get the play button to appear down at the bottom right of my screen. Nothing I did. He went in and updated his SGPRO. I restarted my ProTee VX software, but the one thing I didn't do was restart SGPRO, right? So I didn't follow the full troubleshooting fault tree there. We're going to play Joe Lagowski's Golf League. I'll hook up with that guy at another time and we'll get a round set up and maybe win some beer money. Maybe he wins some beer money, but it just didn't work out today. Joe Lagowski Golf League. It's the Open at de España. I'm assuming there's supposed to be something else there. Real Golf Las Brisas. Let's check out the round for the 5th time here. Gimme Auto Putt is 5. Tee box is 6,200 yards. Saturday pins. Mullies are off. Greens are normal. Fairways are normal. Stimps 11. Wind is calm. And the tournament's at a whopping 1,000 feet above sea level. And let's finally play some golf here. Good God. Shanking birdies, I don't complain as much as you do, buddy, but I'm trying to get there. Let's see. It's just one thing after another in here. Like, I'm thankful to have the simulator, but my God, you'd think for as much as I got invested into it, it would just fucking work. It would just work. See, Shankin' Birdie says he'd play handicap golf, but it only goes up to 36, which is true. The thing that you could do to even it out would be to, for you to use the full 36 handicap and the person you were playing with lower their handicap to equal the full number of strokes that you should get in the round, so it still would work. I think it would still work. Okay, guys, we got a ton of elevation here. Shankin' Birdie says, hey now, do I really complain that much? To which I say, you started it. Scroll up and look at your first comment. See, I'm not your normal sim tuber that just will do anything to keep a fan base and the clicks going. I don't give a shit how many subscribers I have. If you're saying stupid shit in the chat, you're going to get it right back. It's called playing stupid games and winning stupid prizes. Okay, let's see. We've got a bank. If we hit too far, it'll go down, 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 but that ain't going to happen. Not today. Had a really good round at the golf course yesterday. Played 9 holes after work. That's a little fadey, but we should be okay. No, it might roll into the pit. We'll see. But in light of what Shankin' Birdies has said, the complaining really doesn't get you anywhere. And I'm being honest right now. It doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't change anything. So what will be will be. We got a 105-yard approach shot. Maybe we just go about 100. I'm not warmed up, so maybe we can get this ball somewhere on the green and not wet. What do you mean I'm up to 106 subs? The end of every one of my videos, I say, don't subscribe to this channel. Don't subscribe to the channel. If you are subscribed to the channel, unsubscribe to it. Go ahead and hit that unsubscribe button for me. We need to get that number below 100. We need to get it back into double digits, okay? Help me out with this. You got these other creators that are begging you to subscribe to their channel and give them a like. I don't want that. I just want you to come here and have a good time at my expense. Let it be done. Not a bad shot for our first iron shot of the day. We'll take it. Joe Lagowski events are very difficult, so you can't, at my handicap level, really expect much of anything. That's probably too much. Come on, baby. All right, we scraped a par. We scraped the bottom of the barrel for a par. Guys, go ahead and smash that unsubscribe button. Do me a favor. I don't want this to ever become a job. Let's see here. 240. We might hit that far. There's a lot of danger over here, guys. We got lateral hazard, we got OB, we got trees, we got sand traps, we got the whole gamut here. I'm guessing that's OB, which is really unfortunate because that's 2 strokes. You never want an OB, ever. Let's re-hit. Let's hit this direction. Let's see if we can get into these bunkers. That would be a lot better than hitting another OB. I haven't been OB in a while. That's a crappy feeling. That's no fun. That's going to be hard to dig out of that. Okay, that's more the shot we wanted. It's not going to be in the fairway, but it's going to be decent distance. 150 to the pin. We're overcoming a 2-stroke penalty on a par 4 though, so there's really, it's going to be difficult to come back from this. I don't want to be paid by YouTube. Unsubscribe to my channel. I swear to God. What I'll do is every so often I'll just delete one channel and start another. That'll work, right? That'll work. Shankin' Birdie says he's able to swing his clubs and it's okay with his back. I'm glad to hear that, but don't rush it, man. So re-aggravating this rib injury I got trying to swing like I was Bryson DeChambeau and just kept re-aggravating it like an idiot. Be smarter than me. That's not very difficult. Okay, you can see that even though I aimed to counter that right lie, it didn't work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Let's get up here left. Basically, it's like hitting off. It's basically like hitting a ball that's below your feet, right? Yep. That's why my channel is called this. It's actually parked about 30 feet away here in my carport. First gen with the pop-up headlights. Yeah, buddy. let's see here. This is a hole, full, shot 7. How are we not out of this hole yet, dude? It's the Panda. It's the black, it's the white one with the black top. I think I found it in somebody's driveway. Their dad wanted it gone, so they sold it to me for $400 or something. All right. That's going to be a rough hole to recover from. We're 3 over. We're partying. We're having a good time. Do you guys have any bird chirping audio? It looks like you've got a bit of bird chirping audio, but not hardly much at all. And now that I know that I can listen to whatever I want in here and can't get in trouble from the overlord YouTube, I'm gonna listen to some music. You guys probably won't be able to hear it, but I'm gonna listen to it. You can see I was real ready to go for the broadcast today. Nothing has worked. There we go. Yeah, Shank and Birdie said his buddy had an Eclipse back in the day. Those cars used to be faster than hell. They're, right, you got all these Subarus and shit rolling around now that would put those cars in an early grave, but back in the 90s, if you couldn't get your hands on like a Supra or something, easy to mod. There's still a big mod scene for them if you're into that sort of thing. Holy shit, that's way offline. Guys, methinks this is going to be a pretty interesting round. But Joe Lagowski stuff always is. I think he does a lot of research, and you're never going to get out. You're never going to get out easy. Downhill, 190. Oh, this is a par 4, bro. Oh, that sucks. Let's just try to get a ball somewhere usable. Yeah, the GS, I believe, was the GS was the non-turbo front-wheel drive. The GST was the turbo front-wheel drive, and the GSX was a turbo all-wheel drive, if I'm not mistaken. I never owned an Eclipse. It's always been Talons. I've had about, I don't know, 4 or 5 of them over the years. I think that's going to the water. Nope, we should be okay unless, uh-oh. Woo! I've never played this course before. This thing is just brutal. Okay, 3-1 left. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to be our one of my under 10 over scores today, but it is a lovely course. Left. We'll see if we can get up out of the deep rough here. The trajectory was so low on that. Okay. I actually don't remember what the Talon, because mine's a TSI, that's the all-wheel drive turbo. That's a great question, man. Maybe an ES, ESI, ES, I don't remember. Almost a golf shot. Okay. TS was the turbo front wheel drive, and they weren't bad, but it was hard to make them hook up. I think you could get a limited slip differential if you had the money, but I couldn't afford anything like that back then. No way I was affording anything like that back then, buddy. And now you get a speeding ticket here in Utah and you get your damn car impounded, so it ain't even worth it anymore. It's my daily. It's my daily driver now. 500. Let's see. Yeah, we're 5 after over 4. We'll see if we can keep the round decent, but everything's bordered by water and OB and stuff, so not really too good at courses like that. I'm more a I'm more abandoned dunes type of dude. Okay, that's one of my lovely patented sky balls. It'll be on the fairway, but we'll have some work to do on the approach. Usually do that on par 5, so I'm guessing this is a par 5. What do you know? Let's see here. Oh yeah, the 3000 GT was a boss. What was that? I believe that was a 3 liter, 3 or 3.5 liter. That thing would. You went the other way when you saw that car down on the boulevard, because he was gonna make your life a living hell. What else was fast back then? If you had a properly built Honda, like a little hatchback that weighed 1,800 pounds, those things were pretty tough to deal with. I forgot I used to be a little street racer punk, dude. That's been a long time ago. Hey, for golf's sake, how are you doing? Just trying to dig myself out of this hole I made here at Real Golf Las Brisas. Is there a fake golf Las Brisas? Like, you know I gotta make a stupid ass dad joke about it. Decent approach shot. We will have a birdie look, but it's too far to really consider getting in the hole. Downhill. Let's just go. Let's let it leak. It's actually down 10 inches over 33 feet. Maybe we'll let it leak a little more. Yeah, Honda Civic Si. That VTEC, dude, that shit would kick hard. My brother actually built some badass Honda engines back in the day when you could get caught street racing and they just gave you a ticket and sent you home. That doesn't work anymore. If you're going fast enough, you're probably going to get your car impounded and your ass pounded by the judge. Yeah, it's a good looking course. It's just, well, it's starting to open up now, but it was originally all OB and lateral. You know me. I don't hit a straight drive, so that's hard for me. Was that Healy? Okay, we're not in the water. That's what matters. 150 out. Are we up or down? 150, and we got water. We got water. I don't like water. I'd rather be in the bunker than in the water, if I'm being truthful with you. Not accurate. I would say totally accurate at this yardage. Is that still heading over toward the water? Stay out of there! Why do you even ask? I never understood this crap. If I was on this course, I would say, hey, I'm moving my ball away from this wall. And they'd be like, who cares, bro? We don't get paid to play golf. And it's always calling it deep rough. Get up there, shit. Okay, we're putting for bogey again. We're really going to have to pull something out of our butts to keep this one below 10 over. I do recall a Celica GT something. I will tell you that. I just don't. I wasn't a Toyota guy, right? It's not that I didn't want to be a Toyota guy. I didn't have the money for anything like that. But I know when I play Gran Turismo or anything like that, there's always that beginner car you can get. It's a Celica GT something. You can get yourself, depending on the year of the game, you can get yourself you can usually get yourself a base model Eclipse, a base model Civic, all of those, for a few years, all of those Gran Turismo games let you select the same few starter cars. I do remember in Sega GT 2004, back on the original Xbox, I rocked a Celica for a while and pimped it out. That game was cool because you could source used parts for your car, but like sometimes you'd be driving down the track on the back straight and like it'd say that your engine blew up. I don't think I've really ever played another game like that besides you can blow your engine up in iRacing if you beat it up enough. I do know I've blown up a couple of engines in iRacing back when I was first starting out. Okay, let's see here. Celica ST 2005. ST205. Oh yeah, that one. This one? Yeah, that's a good looking car. I like the spoiler too. Damn good looking car. Hell yeah. Definitely used many of those Celicas in various racing games over the years. Okay, it looks like we're playing a par 5. I'm not going to be able to reach the green in 2, so let's get over this tree and hopefully onto some dry ground. Yeah, that's a nice ass car. .48 yards to the pin. Let's just get over the water. You can see that if you don't get onto the green, you're going to have some trouble with the slope. Very close, very close. Let's see if we can get up to the pin here. It's going to be tricky. Yeah, Sega Rally still has a following. Oh, you're gonna make me putt. Shankin Birdie says, look up a 1992 Geo Prism. I know exactly what car you're talking about, buddy. Let's have a look at that gem. I know exactly what you're talking about. I had buddies in high school that had them. 1992 Geo Prism with a Z. Oh! You probably couldn't keep the ladies away, boy. Bet that sumbitch ran forever though, right? Kept oil in it and didn't overheat it, it ran forever. Look at this sexy beast of a car. Yeah, 4 doors for more of your friends. I'm already teed up, got no place to go. I spent so much of my time trying to set up that multiplayer match with the guy from the SGT room. The guy probably would have won my 20 bucks. But I find when I play for money, I'm more motivated. Okay, another sky ball. Oh, is it going to be on a... Ooh, it's not even a straight sky ball. That hurts, dude. What's crazy is I never hit those on the golf course, so we'll let this be a video game because it's a video game and move on with our lives, right? Shankum Birdie says he met his wife in that Geo Prism and they've been married for 23 years. I met my wife in a Chevy Celebrity. Now that's an ugly ass car. I think it was a 1987. And I'm still married to her, I think 25, 26 years. Oh shit, we hit that rock. Were we on a downhill slope or something? 3.4, right. All right, it let me have that one. You guys, we are not going to be at the top of any leaderboards today, but it's okay. I got an 8:30 a.m. tee time tomorrow morning. Hopefully we don't get rained out again. For golf's sake, says he just bought a 2012 BMW M135i Estoril blue 5-door hatch. Boy, that's a mouthful. It's a pocket rocket. Says it makes 235 kilowatts. I don't know what that equals in horsepower, but it sounds formidable. 5 seconds 0 to 60. It's another model that the Americans didn't get. Yeah, well, we probably didn't deserve it. And then Shankum Birdie says it's nice to know our wives didn't keep us for our cars or our money. Man, hell no, my wife didn't. Hell no, she didn't. That was a terrible chip. Dude, 320 horsepower, that's nuts. Shankum Birdie says he's going to go try to play Chambers Country Golf Club on Sunday in Texas. I'm excited for you, man. Anytime you can get out of this simulator and go play on a real golf course is a good day. I believe they call it touching grass. Oh. All right, that was a double bogey for whatever reason. We're not doing very well here, but I think we can get back to 0.5 bogey at some point. After the round I shot yesterday at the real golf course, I couldn't give two shits less what happens in here. So let's just play. Luckily, we're out of the area with all of the lateral and OB. That's kind of nice. Another sky ball, and you can guess where it's headed. Maybe we'll stay out of the pond. We will not. Guys, this is crazy. I can't hit a golf ball. What are we doing here? We're hitting way under it. Let's hit again. I'm not concerned with my score anymore. I think that's kind of out the door. But let's try to get a good one off the tee. I don't know what the hell's going on. I shot 3 under the other day somewhere on here. Okay, that was a shot. I don't know, folks. Good shot there. That thing went. Shankum Birdie says it's going to be decent weather there in Texas. High of 86, low of 70. I would say I don't know exactly where, if you're near the ocean, I don't know what the humidity is, but that's pretty decent weather. Yeah, see, the first drive was like 90 degrees to the left in the water, and then the second one was, I don't get it, sir. I don't hit those on the golf course. It's got to be something I'm doing in here. But anyway, that's something I've said about 15,000 times now, which is another reason you should not subscribe to my channel. I think we got ripped off there a little bit. We are playing exactly bogey golf. 155 is the club. Yeah, I remember I went to basic training for the Air Force, and it was in San Antonio, Texas. I was there for, I don't know, months. March to something. March to almost the end of that year, so 6, 7, 8 months. But the humidity was not terrible there. That ain't a bad shot. You'd be pretty happy with that on the golf course, I think. Yeah. For golf's sake, says the second shot's always better unless the launch monitor has a no read. Was hoping to get that to bounce in the thing. That's real descriptive. In the shag there, so it'd slow down. Probably looking at a bogey here. Let's just get her close. No reason to triangulate and take 15 minutes to hit the shot. It ain't going in anyway, right? Bogey. We might be able to do... It don't matter. Let's just play some golf. Let's hit some fun shots. What do we got here? 246. You can see we get bottlenecked by some OB and some water. This course is going to make a man out of you one way or another, or a woman, depending on which one of those functions you currently are. But it's tough. Joe Lagowski's courses are always tough. So let's hit the 7-wood, which is fully capable of going strange places as well. Little Healy fade. We might need this club again, but we're not wet and we're not OB, so no harm, no foul. Now, you've got a decision to make here. Are you dumb enough to try to fly the water? Or do you lay up over here on the right? I'm really not a fan of holding up. Like, this is not an out of the ordinary shot for me. And I'm not a fan of holding back because there's no reason not to. The shot's in my bag. Just a little too far to the left there. Other than that, I think it would have been a really beautiful shot, but we're over. For golf's sake, says, am I still using the 64? I am not, sir. I benched it. It was getting me in so much trouble at the golf course. It got benched. I don't know what the penalty is going to be out of here. It says it's sand 44. It's nice in here because the 64-degree wedge is nice in here because the shot's nice and repeatable. The turf's the same every time. But outside, that thing can get you in a lot of trouble. Which is why you see you'll see a lot of people saying that beginners shouldn't have those types of clubs in their bag, and I agree. In here, though, it's really nice. Okay, that's bullshit. That should have been a birdie, guys. This round's, it's a round. Let's call it that. That would have been a chance to go down to 10 over, but that chicken's flown the coop. That ain't bad. 70. That's going to be short. It didn't feel correct. Get up there. Birdie look, but that's all it'll be is a look. Take your par, go to the next hole. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think I saw your message. Club keyboard. The club keyboard I have is the 28 button. It's this guy. How's that? Yeah. The extra buttons you get are worth it, because I got T-box right, T-box left. I got rangefinder, show pin, go ball. Like, I got everything here. I have to use my keyboard for next to nothing. But if your keyboard is going to be close enough to your computer that you could use a USB-C cable, I would suggest weighing the benefits versus downfalls of getting the Bluetooth one, because I got the Bluetooth one, but I keep it wired because I'm just going to plug it in to charge it anyway. Another Shelby impulse buy. Yeah, hit the guy up. Hit him up on his Etsy page if you can, because I think if you buy it off of eBay, or go to his page proper. If you buy it off of eBay, if you've ever sold anything on eBay, you know that they take quite a bit of your money. I'd hit him up on Etsy. Etsy takes less of your money, and if there's an official website where they're just going to charge like a transaction fee, that helps him out quite a bit. But I've sold a lot of stuff on Etsy back in my woodworking heyday, and those guys take it to you with fees. Shankenbirdie says, do I have a code, like a discount code? I'm sorry, man, I don't have one. You'll have to go to Hosel Rocket Golf's channel to get discount codes. I'm not that cool. Okay, that was a bang-up shot. Went exactly as far as it was supposed to. I should have hit a 7-iron, but you live, you learn, right? I don't remember how much the 28 button model without Bluetooth is, unfortunately. brutal. Thought we were in the gimme circle. It's crazy how different a 5-foot gimme circle is versus a 6-foot. Feels like you're getting a lot more value. Feels like you're getting about 20% more value. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Guys, that was a super rookie move right there, and now I gotta putt again. I don't want to end on this round, but rookie move, boy. Okay, that was an unnecessary bogey. Shankin' Birdie says his square's battery's dead. I was gonna say, does it have a, can it charge and be used at the same time? I know that shouldn't be a question in 2025, but it's unfortunately is. Little 5-wood fairway finder there. For golf's sake, I'm not using the 1 lengths anymore. I'm back to my Ping G425s 4-through utility wedge. I got 2 sets of 1 length sitting over here now. Graphite shafts. I'm just an idiot and I buy a lot of golf clubs, but I find it fun. Okay, I'm gonna hit the 5-wood again. Two pretty good jabs. Let's see if we can get the ball up here. 66 yards. It's going to want to go right. All that nonsense. We'll take that, buddy. Nice. 140, 130. We've got normal greens. I don't want to be in the water though. Yeah, if it can be charged and used at the same time, I say go for it, dude. Go for it. You only live once. Long hair, don't care. Just do it. I should have stayed aimed at the pin. Damn dummy. Bounce. Okay. We just had a classic GS Pro bounce into the bunker physics blah 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 issue. I honestly don't like this lie, so let's see if we can't dribble it over there. Oh, guys, this is a tough course. Do not underestimate this one. Yeah, the pings are treating me well. I know it's nothing to like write home about, but I shot a 42 on the back 9 yesterday. Just everything felt beautiful. Good drives, good iron play. I think I was playing 6,200 yard tees. Like everything just felt really good. So I will be sticking with the pings. Actually, Ping may have made a lifelong customer out of me, if I'm being honest. They just feel so good. Like they're buttery smooth when you hit the center of the club face, and they're not bad when you don't hit the center of the club face. They feel really nice. I really enjoy them. Okay, that should be a little low fade fairway finder there. Not bad. Yeah, if you could shoot a 42 on the front and the back, you're talking about like breaking 85. That would just be amazing. Okay, it's a par 4. I really don't want to lay up and still have to go over the water, so Mr. Stupid Face is just going to try to fly the water and get on the green with a 5 iron here. Oh, I pulled it. Don't go OB. Oh, shit, it's going to go OB. Stay in! Dude. I carried 198 with my 5 iron. That is garbage. Son of a bitch. See, what do I hit then? A 6? Because a 6 isn't supposed to go that far. Okay, I still pulled it, but I think it might be not OB. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna show you that replay. And watch this ball hit the side of the magic bunker force field. Okay, watch closely at the end. Everybody watch. Watch this ball bounce on the grass. Boink. Did you guys see it hit the little bunker force field there? I'll play it one more time. Watch at the end. It should have been out on the left. Watch what the ball does. Okay, we're in the bunker. Yeah. There's some people that think I'm crazy for talking smack on GS Pro, but I strongly doubt there's a damn one of them that play more rounds in the simulator than I do. But essentially that wall, I mean, it's questionable whether it cost me a stroke or not, but like if I was playing match play with that guy I was trying to hook up with earlier, like that would make me pretty mad. Okay, we took a 7. Usually when it says that, yeah, this round's really, let's call this a practice round, because Joe Lagowski's leagues are hard enough as it is, man. For golf's sake, says it's the designer's fault. I'll meet you halfway. There should be better quality control. Like, what if I make a course where the bunkers are shaped like human genitalia or something, you know? Does anybody even see if there's any quality control? Is there a way to submit bug reports to the designers? Right? It's all really subjective. But if you're going to charge $250 a year for something, you need to have some quality control. There's got to be some form of quality control. For instance, that ball went way too far. I need to have better quality control on the distance of my shots. This isn't going to help us. Okay, I think this will help though. There we go. 20 out of a bunk. For golf's sake, I think with the level of detail and level of attention to detail you have, I think you literally could do better. Because you wouldn't release a course into the wild that had stuff like that in it. If you're the kind of guy I think you are. The kind of guy that I know you are because I've seen your handiwork, I don't think you'd do anything like that. But anyway, GSPRO is the best. It's the best software we have, I get it. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not obviously not ruining a great round. It maybe put a smudge mark on a really terrible round. Oh, I was worried about what that putt was going to do. Anyway, that should get us out of this round. There you guys have it. 900 over par. The course was difficulter than I'm used to. More difficulter. There's your stats. Nothing to write home about. Let's get out of here and play one more round. I'm not trying to find anything easier because everything's easier than Joe Lagowski's stuff. Triple bogey live. It looks like Crushing It's Executive and Par 3 Fun Course League has renewed. And it looks like I already played Flying Fat Kids League. What time is it? Let's just start at the bottom here. Yeah, I think I did play yours for golf's sake. I think it was before you came into the chat though. 2 foot, I don't see it. I think it was the other night before you came into the chat, sir. 50, 900-yard tees, 6-foot gimme auto putts, normal greens, normal fairways, 11 stimp, 2,000 feet above sea level, no wind to speak of. Let's knock this out and have some dinner with the missus. I do got to turn this fan on, though. I think it got a little warmer than normal today. Ooh, I can get down with this. Maybe I can hit a fairway here. Let's try to hit us a little fairway here. Oh, of course. That's not OB, right? No, we'll be in the sand, I think. 300 out. I don't know what I can get out of here with. I want to try to get out of here with a fairway wood, but I've got a berm and I'm downhill, so that ain't going to end up well. For golf's sake, says he can swing his club. If you guys didn't know, he accrued some injuries not very long ago, two and a half weeks ago. But he says he's back in it to win it. I'm glad to hear that, sir. How far do we want to hit here? It don't matter. We're having a good time. Guys, don't forget to go in and unsubscribe to the channel. And if you thought I just said unsubscribe, it's because I did. That's going right. That's not a bad shot. Just a chip and a putt here, I hope. For golf's sake, says it feels really good to be able to play again. I think I missed Monday because I was so sore from the rounds I played Sunday, and I was pretty eager to get back in here. So I feel you, sir. We're glad to have you back. Hopefully some of our other injured brethren get back. Okay, you guys, we are shooting ourselves in the foot here with a small caliber weapon. I don't know what this is going to do. I was watching a YouTube video today. A dude had a 50 caliber sniper rifle, and he was seeing how many shots it would take to get through a Jersey barrier, one of those big thick concrete barriers you'd see like on the side of a highway or something here in the US. It took him 3 shots before something finally. The first two cracked it. The first one cracked it. The second one cracked it some more. And the third one made some concrete pop out the back. I can't even imagine how much a 50 cal sniper rifle round costs, or how much money that dude spent in just ammunition. 106. That might be short. It felt short. By God, no, it's perfect. Birdie look. We'll just leave it right inside the cup. 12 feet playing 14 feet. Okay, Sally needs to put her purse away. We just wasted another birdie there. Dude, I need to get my sorry ass to Las Vegas. Every course I see on GS Pro that's in Vegas is always super cool. So since we're getting near the end of the year here, what are you guys' goals for the off season, since you have a simulator you can play in every day regardless of the weather? I like hearing what people's goals are. That ball stayed right. Oh, darn it. Like, do you just have general goals you're trying to achieve, or is there something specific you want to do? What am I doing here? Come on. That was trash. That was trash. Maybe I shouldn't have used the tee. That ball felt like it went real high and didn't go very far. There's the cart girl. She's always hanging around and I'm trying to impress her. She was not impressed with that shot, I'll tell you what. All right, we're overshooting those 20-ish yard chip shots. You guys, this is a nasty little leaker. 25 feet. Get your ass in that hole. Okay, I think that's a bogey. For golf's sake says he wants to improve driver, but here in South Australia there is no end of season, no snow here. Yeah, I think that'd be cool, but I also at the same time don't know how much I'd like it. I think I'd like it more than I'd dislike it though, if I'm being honest. We can play every season of the year here, every month of the year here in northern Utah because we're sort of in a desert, but it does get, right, the ground, it gets below freezing here, so even if the course lets you out, sometimes the ground's so hard that there's no way you're ever going to take a divot or anything. Okay, we landed straight smack dab in the middle of that split fairway. $14 feet, playing 19-ish feet here. Another missed birdie chance there. What was our HLA? I don't know if that was more HLA and bad read or whatever, but it didn't work out, did it? Okay, we got a headwind. If I get too far under the ball, we might be in the drink, and I can't afford that right now. We're already one up. Let's make pin high good enough and not worry about hunting the pin necessarily. That was toey. We'll see where it lands. Not a bad shot. It's too far away for a birdie, but we will get in there for a par. Downhill leaker, you can see that if you screw this one up, you're going to be down off the green, so don't screw it up. So close. Would add another birdie there. Probably be a few under by now. It's those little screw ups that keep you from getting under par. Those little screw ups. Okay, should have aimed in the middle of the fairway, but it's impossible to know when you're going to need to do that or not. Decent drive. We still got a ways to go here. I don't want to be in the water. I do know I don't want to be in the water. For golf's sake says he's heading towards summer in Australia. We have summer when we have winter, right? Because we're in different hemispheres. So at Christmas it can be 30 to 48 Celsius. Dude. That's hotter than hell. Not a bad shot. Went over to the right because I didn't want to be in the drink. We're having some trouble with chips of this length. Yeah, just bombing them, man. Just bombing them. Don't go down there. Okay, I gotta. So how far up I go on that one? 8, 9. Yeah, we were at like 10 or 11 o'clock there on the backswing. I think if we'd have been at 8 or 9 o'clock, we would have been fine. And we're continuing to shoot ourselves in the foot with a small caliber weapon here, because this putt's probably not going in, not without a fight. Yeah, right over the top of it. Unnecessary bogey there. I will attempt to get my chipping under control. Nice thin fairway, but I don't see, outside of the left side, I don't see a lot of being banished. That will come back probably to the left side of the fairway. It might bounce on. SGT actually gave us a fairway in regulation there. That's good news. So for golf's sake, how many courses are within, like, I don't know, 25, 30 miles of you? Whatever that ends up being in kilometers. Sorry. No, you guys use miles. See how inconsiderate I am? Oh, that was a terrible shot. Just a terrible shot. Let's see if we can get a little chip and a putt here. This is 14. We really could use a couple of birdies here. For golf's sake says a couple of years ago it was 49 degrees Celsius. The heat never stops. Well, it doesn't stop golf. The heat stops golf. He says the heat does stop golf. Wow. Adulting's hard. Okay, guys, there is some chance of a ball going in the water here, and I don't like it. Make sure to close up this club face. So does the heat, do the golfers choose to not golf in that heat, or do the golf courses, for like safety reasons, won't let you out on the course? How does that work? Because I wouldn't say that's a problem we have here. I mean, sometimes it's into the triple digits Fahrenheit, but that was thinned. Stay out of the water. You guys, if I could have that shot back, that's the first shot I've thinned, I think in this round at least, so that kind of sucks. And we're going to have to hit the flop shot of the century here, or this ball is going to be going, gone. Oh, it didn't go! Shit! Go. Okay, that's what I was trying to do the first time. Damn it. Dude, double chips. They'll bomb a score real quick. I don't want to go over the top of this hole. We'll aim for the outside of the cup. For golf's sake says he's got about 7 to 8 courses within 30 minutes of him. That's awesome. I'm almost to that point, but I don't think we quite have that many without being willing to drive a little. Okay, that was an unnecessary bogey. We had a double chip. We're getting some birdie looks, but I think I blew them. That ball is going straight a mile. Hopefully it stays in bounds. Jeez, that thing was cooking, boy. What do we got here? We're on a downhill slope out of the sand, 180. We just need to stay out of the water. I'm going to hit over here. 7 wood. That's heading to the right, but I think we're fine. You can see that you really have to pay attention to the slope of your lie. Because if I didn't aim extreme left, that would have been in the water. 11 courses within an hour, says Shankum Birdies. That's badass. I like that a lot. That's too strong, I think. Come back. Okay, we're beating the shit out of the wedge here. The 58 degree, I'm really just over hitting it real bad, and I'm going to keep talking about it and not fixing it more than likely because I don't feel like I'm swinging very hard. Chips are long, putts are short. Just stay off the bogey train. That's all I care about. I don't care if we're 3 over at the end of the round. If we're 13 over at the end of the round, that's a bit of a different story. But this course, I think, is about 8 hours south of me. It obviously need to be a long weekend trip. For golf's sake says once it's over about 40 Celsius, golf will be canceled. If the max temp's predicted to be 36, normally comp start times are brought for an hour, so we finish before the max temps hit. Brought forward an hour, I'm guessing. Within an hour of here, he says he's got 35 courses. That's crazy. I'll have to look that up. Not a bad drive. It stayed in the fairway. Let's hit a little 130 here. Ghostface, I don't think I've seen you in the chat. Welcome. Ghostface says they've got more disc golf courses nearby than ball golf courses. A few of ours are double duty. But I guess if you're a disc golf guy, you're pretty excited about that, right? I always thought disc golf was kind of interesting because you use a different disc for every shot, kind of like you do golf. That was severely pulled. My apologies on that shitty shot. Let's see if we can get up and down here for par. Okay, we're in the sand and I've been hitting everything too far. That was the shot we were looking for. Let's see if it's going to make us putt. It is not, thank goodness, because that approach shot was pretty poopy. Well, what's cool is you can go to the pawn shop and get a set of discs that would equate to your driver through whatever for almost nothing. It's not nearly as expensive as golf is. And then when golf did you dirty, you could just swap over to disc golf for a while. That'll show golf. Okay, another one was pulled. It's going right toward Margaritaville, but it's long. Shoot. 170 carry 7-iron. That's not supposed to go that far. I must have pured it. If we could find a set of golf clubs that didn't go this far past the hole when you pured them, that sure would be sweet. 30 yards here. All right, even after that not so great tee shot, we still were able to get out of there with a par. It'd be nice if we could get down a few strokes, but we may not. Yeah, I think you could use a Frisbee if you wanted to. Okay, we got water on the right, and I've been known to pull hook a ball, so let's give ourselves a little bit of insurance. Ghostface, do you have a simulator, or are you just an outside golfer? Anything like that? That feels short. That ain't bad. Uh-oh, is this a straight putt? Ghostface says he used to be an outside golfer. Did you just fall out of love with the sport? Did you get injured, if you don't mind? This is a drivable par 4 for some of the sim golfers I know, but I am not dumb enough to try it. Ghostface says his friends all moved away and it got insanely expensive. You ain't wrong about that. So they got into disc golf. I'm saying they because I don't know if you're a male or a female, and I don't want to offend anyone, so. $80-yarder here. I got a sneaking suspicion this green, yeah, it's pin's cutting to the high side of the green, so you really gotta kind of make a decision here, I suppose. So it's looking at this. I know it likes to look at this too. Is it ever looking at the driver? I mean, hey guys, let's be real. They look pretty close to the same. Oh, that's going right. Let's see where we end up. Not a bad shot, but we know we're going to be chipping to a tough little pin. It's zooming in on the bag. We can't have that. My mom always told me I got a face for radio. I don't know what that means, but I think she was trying to be nice. Why is it looking at my bag anyway? Where does it default to? Okay, we're down to +2. I wouldn't say this course is extremely challenging. I kind of want to look up the slope and rating. And whenever I click on the scoreboard icon, it doesn't do anything, so I can't really see what other people are scoring here. There's one of those tow hooks, and I don't think it's going to stay in bounds. Oh, shit. Okay, we were doing really well there for a second. There's one of those damn tow hooks. Let's just aim straight down the fairway. That stinks. I don't know why OB needs to be 2 strokes, but God, that was a shitty shot, boy. See, that was almost another tow hook. That stinks, buddy. Okay, I can keep my bag. It don't matter if it's over here. All right, guys, that OB was on a par 4, so we are gonna pay very dearly. We still should be able to get out of the round with without going 10 over. Yeah. Misjudged that pretty bad. Okay, so the mistakes are beginning to compound. Let's try to get out of here. Very unfortunate hole here. This is going to be a triple. Maybe we can recover a couple of strokes before we get to done with 18, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. This is probably going to be a quad now. Shit. It's like suddenly we're playing like 13 stimp greens. Okay, guys, that stinks. That was a snowman. Terrible to have that happen on the 15th hole, but that's golf for you. That's golf for you. 477. Since there's no OB on the right, and now I'm licking my wounds. That hole really screwed us pretty good. Let's see if we can get a couple of birdies and get out of here. 214 to the pin. Pretty well protected. We're up 8 yards. I can't afford to go long. We've already had a little bout of OB trouble here. Well, now we're going damn to the right, baby. Sit. Looks like we're going to be hitting through a couple of trees. No, just one. I'll try to go around it. 35 yards. Let's go around the tree here. There. Just smoked, guys. We're going to do the walk of shame here. Let's look at the numbers, though. 43 carry, 58 carry. So we lost 15 yards and still went 11 yards past the hole here. I think if the 58-degree wedge was doing a little bit better work for us today, we would surely be under par here. But we're actually going to go another stroke up. Just can't sink a putt. So is that a dub? Okay, just a regular bogey. Let's see if we can not get 3 more strokes over 2 holes. This is a bit longer of a par 3 for me. Let's try to get it on the green and see if we can stay in a decent position here. I should have stayed on the pin. The question here, well, I guess it just answered the question for us. Okay, this is going to be nasty. Let's see here. Let it roll out a little. Okay, as long as we don't take a triple bogey here, we should be fine. There's a lot of water though. I don't want to incur any more strokes, so we're gonna hit a 5-wood off the tee. Okay, so the bag was causing us some trouble, huh? Let me guess, bunker. All right, so we got some decisions to make. I think if we err on the right side, we'll be fine. What do we got? 150 to the pin. We're gonna lose some distance though. It's gonna wanna go right and the wind's blowing right. Let's just see if we can keep this out of the lake here. Folks, 180 carry, 58 carry, 7 irons going way too far. It's fine though, maybe a chip and a putt here, and then we'll be out of the round. It was a good round, I'd say. We had some trouble on 15. We took a quad. Okay. Looks like we went 7 over. Really not a bad round. This, I wish we could go back and play 15 again. That stinks. 12 pars, 1 birdie, 4 bogeys, and we had that quad, which really stinks. 27 putts, etc., so forth and so on. 5 greens, 7 fairways. I still don't know what any of this means, and I don't really care. 260 was the longest drive. 145 was the best ball speed. Not a bad round. Let's shut down the simulator here. For golf's sake says, remember 7 iron has the loft of a traditional old school 6 iron. I hear what you're saying, but my 7 iron's usually my 150 to 160 club. It never goes 180 at the golf course. And I'm at 4,500 feet above sea level, so that's why it was kind of surprising how far it was hitting today. But it didn't cost us as many strokes as that quad did. Yeah, it was a good round. I appreciate the kind words. Remember, guys, go in and unsubscribe if you're able to. If you need instructions on how to do that, I have no problem sending them over. It'll be a pictographic. It'll be a pictographic. Here's the 7-iron of these, one of these sets of 1 lengths I have. See, that carried 150. I'm serious, for golf's sake. Go in, smash that unsubscribe button. That was thick, 125 carry. Yeah, those pings are pretty hot. I do like them. All right, guys, wish me luck on my round tomorrow. Full 18. I'd like to break 90. I think this course worked my ass over earlier this summer, so wish me luck. And this is Turbo Talon Golf on the YouTube signing out. Be sure to go unsubscribe to the channel. I need to get back below 100 subscribers, and then after that we'll shoot. It'll be like a golf score. First we'll try to break 100, and then we'll break 95, then 90, so forth and so on. How does that sound? All right, guys, I appreciate you. I'm signing out. We'll see you maybe tomorrow.